This Kanye situation is so bad, and I honestly hate to see it go down like this.
You ain't listen to me. Listen. Ain't none of y'all niggas with me. I'm by my fucking self. Cause ain't none of y'all niggas stand up for me. Ain't nobody stop. It's shut up. Be quiet before you get exiled. Like what I'm saying. She's TMZ. She's TMZ. Why do you feel like it's okay? I'm a human being. All of this TMZ, this 30 miles on, y'all sex like all this bullshit.
I see good things about Hitler also. The Jew, I love everyone. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table.
Which was misdiagnosed by I'm not gonna say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media it went to. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor. What kind? I know he's gonna rile out. I know he's gonna do something crazy. Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
Downfall of Kanye has been a long process, and it seems that he never really ever gets canceled because of his loyal fans. From freaking out at reporters and even turning his back on his community, he never seemed to ever lose support. The main reason for this is obviously because of his music and fashion. He has sold over 160 million records throughout his whole entire career, but his most recent album broke his streak of having 11 consecutive #1 album debuts on the Billboard's top 200, and Vultures 2 failed to hit the #1. A lot of his fans didn't have a positive reaction to it, and here are some of the comments. Kanye, please don't die. #save Ye. I love Kanye, don't die, please. Kanye saved a lot of people's lives, now we need to save his. You might be a little confused as to why his fans are saying they need to save him. The reason they're saying this is because a person named Milo, a Republican, helped Kanye on his presidential campaign, and he did a little whistleblowing on Twitter to explain what is really happening behind the scenes with Kanye, and it's sad. So Milo actually came out, he's the whistleblower, and he came out and said, here's a full text of my affidavit. It makes a very shocking read. So he's basically saying that this is a submission that he sent to the dentist. This is him going under oath and basically saying that he has to tell the truth. And if you go down to line 7, he's accusing Kanye's dentist, Thomas Conwell, of very serious things. If you go to #1, the first accusation, the unlawful supply of numerous quantities of nitrous to a wealthy, famous patient for explicitly recreational use. 2, the physical transportation of 4 surgical-sized canisters by Conwell himself into the patient's home on just one afternoon. 3, charging more than $50,000 per month for his services. 4, continuing to supply the gas long after emergency of distress systems that led to widespread comment and concern. 5, instructions to the patients in the operation of nitrous gas canisters left by Conwell at the patient's home. 6, not only encouraging their use in the absence of a qualified anesthesia or medical professional by a person with a history of mental illness and addiction. 7, the abandonment of said patient to the self-destruct consequences of said dependence, showing indifference or worse to the prospect or of permanent damage in the brain and in the body by Conwell's negligence at best. So basically Milo is blaming the downfall of Kanye on his dentist, and his dentist, honestly, they said they were charging more than $50,000 per month, and if you guys take a look at him, he honestly looks like he would charge $50,000 more a month for this type of service. I don't know how much it typically costs, but basically saying they're trying to take advantage of Kanye to the fact that they're telling him he needs this stuff and it's actually damaging him. And that I don't know if you guys been under like laughing gas or when they put you out, and the one time I had it done to me, it was honestly pretty bad. My head was spinning the whole entire time. It didn't really feel good. I woke up and I immediately threw up. So that all right there explains why they were saying #save Ye in those comments and everything like that. That had nothing to do with particular anything like this. It was just focused on music. But this is what they're posting around, trying to save Kanye. And honestly, it's not looking good. There hasn't really been too much development besides Milo going under oath and putting a statement out there and accusing this man of all these things. But that explains why #save Ye is around. And Milo is actually making another accusation because apparently Thomas Thomas's first celebrity that he actually did work on was actually Post Malone, and he worked on him. You can see a lot of people are actually saying that he is going kind of crazy. It looks like he's on drugs or something like that, and that might be why he's acting a little funky. He changed up his whole music style, and people might think it's because of this now, because of Milo. So here's a parent text with the actual with the dentist and Milo and Kanye all in the same group chat. So he sends some pictures of nitrous, and then they're talking beforehand, and Dr. Thomas says this needs to be a long-term goal, get recreational nitrous legalized. Meanwhile, we master the delivery system with a 2-year head start. Honestly, and if you've ever been under, like I said before, it's pretty strong, and this needs to be actually handled properly because it could lead to a lot of effects, especially dizziness, like I said I experienced. So if you get overdosed on this could end pretty badly. Milo says, surely you're joking. Prolonged misuse of nitrous cause birth defects, problems with B12, your spinal cortex dysregulates. I don't know what that means. Why would anyone want to introduce another drug to our already depressed, addicted, demoralized, and empathetic population of dopamine slaves? And then Kanye says, can I have the nitrous today? Tom, you said you bring them by today, checking in. And then he says basically, where you at? Thomas does. He says, yes, can do. So he's basically supplying it right there. That's basically confirmation. Of course, like, you have to double check numbers and all that stuff, but it's not looking good for Dr. Thomas at this point right now.
Ryan Garcia, this Ye, I'm on the nitrous. Ryan Garcia, this Ye, I'm on the nitrous.
So that clip right there is basically confirming that Kanye was on nitrous. He's obviously taking a video with the mask on and everything like that. So there is a supply. It's not confirmed if Dr. Thomas, he's referring to Ryan Garcia. So honestly, Ryan Garcia and Kanye have been recently both freaking out. So Dr. Thomas might be the one to blame from this. And this is like a Hollywood thing, because a lot of people want to get their teeth done in Hollywood with like veneers, the population of those increasing. Kanye did something weird. I don't really know what he did to his teeth, because they're not really like veneers, but they're like a metal, and it just looks weird. And it might be causation of him like really going insane, but this nitrous is definitely not helping on that side, and Dr. Thomas definitely needs to be investigated. Like I said earlier, I think Michael Jackson the same situation might happen with him, and I wasn't alive during that time, or I was too young to understand what was happening. And a lot of people said that it was sad to see him go, and I just don't want to see Kanye go down like this, because honestly, I'm a big Kanye fan. I listened to him like my whole entire life. My mom in the car playing Kanye and all that stuff. So it would be sad to see him go down like this path, and I just want to see him get help, because obviously it's not just solely the nitrous what's going on. There's a lot of things going on in his life, but it seems like he's deteriorating faster and faster as time goes on, and Dr. Thomas might be the one to blame for it. So I found actually a clip what experience is like on nitrous doing it, and 2 people are actually addicted to nitrous at one point, and it's actually Steve-O and one of his guests, another comedy guest.
Please wish that I had met nitrous oxide you.
Okay.
Because I was a huge nitrous oxide enthusiast.
Were you?
For years. We did. And I was doing so much nitrous at that point that I would go on live television, do what I was doing, then run back, look over my notes, hit a couple of nitrous cartridges, and then go back on stage. Because my joke about nitrous is it only lasts like 20, 30 seconds. There were like 1,000 Whip It cartridges because we had bought the 100 packs, you know? So we just had gone through
like the same
hundreds
people.
and hundreds and hundreds that night. And we were just joking. There was a whole like bar. I don't know how we ordered it, but it was a full bar on a room service cart. Like, I guess we just been like, bring it all, damn it! Bring every last one of them! And so Kate woke up and she was like, oh man, we gotta stop doing nitrous. And like, as she said that, I was like, oh, I found another 100 pack. And she's like, after that.
So you can see it's not really like a long lasting high. You have to continuously do this thing. And these things are very strong. And if they're mismanaged and misused, like I said, if you're using 100 of them and one of the times it takes one thing to go wrong, it can end really bad. It seems like you have to be constantly doing it. So you have to have a huge supply. So I can see how Kanye's spending $50,000 a month on something like this, because if you're constantly using it every 30 seconds just to get the high, say you want to be high for 12 hours a day, how long you're awake, and then you're constantly doing every 30 seconds, it can rack up in price. Hey man, I appreciate if you guys hit that sub and hit that like button. It's late at night. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm out here grinding. I'm trying to put out videos and stuff like that for y'all. But I appreciate if you hit that sub button, hit the like button. It's probably 5 o'clock. I gotta be up at like 8. Oh my god.